You know what it is. New week, new shit, new releases. Let's just talk about it. By the way, this look, you will see how I created this in this week's Friday video because we are doing a brand review on Lisa Eldridge and I'm quite excited about that. So now let's head into the new releases and whether or not I'm going to buy them or maybe if 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 I already did. Don't judge me, okay? Please don't. Let's start with the first product out of the Glamlight Ghostface collection. This is basically just a bag. It is not like interesting to me at all, but I just wanted to show you because they here said when they are going to release all of the products. The full collection launch is going to be September 29th. So by the end of this month, we will get the full Ghostface collection and I cannot wait to see this. And I really hope, or maybe I'm actually sure that Monolith Shop is going to carry that and I can't wait to see actually what we get in this bag. Not in the bag, in this collection, because I'm expecting a bit, so hopefully our expectations will be fulfilled. I already bought it. Of course. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance palette is here. I'm not too sure what I think about the color story. At the end, I bought it because my curiosity was just too high and I just wanted to see what kind of looks are able to create because it feels a bit off is the wrong word because I see how these shades work together, but I also don't see it. You know what I mean? Hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully when you see this video, might have it so that you can get a bonus video this week. I never talk about ColourPop, but the new, what's it called? Welcome Foolish Mortals. The Haunted Mansion collection by ColourPop looks absolutely stunning. This eyeshadow palette is fantastic. I love the vibe. I love how it looks. It is so pretty. Is it something I will buy? Definitely not, because first of all, I'm not the biggest ColourPop fan, even though I'm pretty sure that in this special collection, the formula is different to the other ColourPop palettes. But with ColourPop orders, I always have to deal with duties and taxes and shit, and I don't want that. But I'm thinking about placing an order when they do have their Black Friday sale, because I really want to have the cream line of Vault. And usually on Black Friday, they have like 50% off or so, and that would be like €50 for me. So well, that's a good deal for, I don't know, 20 or 30 different gel liners. And they seem to be pretty good. I'm not very satisfied with my own eye ones, so I would declutter them. I'm planning so far ahead in the future of purchases, like that's not even funny anymore. But let's move on to this release from Adept Cosmetics. We talked about this already when she sneak peeked the empty palette, but now we see this is just the palette more of 4 rainbow highlighters. It is called the the Rainbow Raider. It's coming soon. To be honest, not interested at all in that. So even if Monolith Shop is going to carry this specific highlighter palette, it's a no for me. I use highlighter palettes that are more rainbow colorish, like Blend Bunny Noctilucent is my only one and my favorite, to be honest. I like shifty highlighters like the Too Faced Diamond Fire one, for example. But a whole palette with these intense shades, no, not for me. I see how this can be beautiful, but it's not for me. Okay, here it is. The yearly benefit, I don't know, madness. Every year they do bring out like limited face palettes, sets. I don't even know what to say, but it is nothing I want to have. They have 2 face trios. One is the Twinkle and Jungle. The other one is Cheery Cheeks. A trio with Hula, Shelly, and the Cookie highlighter. And the first one that I said has Dandelion Twinkle, Dandelion and Honey Twinkle. No and no. Then we have Most Wonderful Minis, where you get a professional, a brow setter, a mini Willa blush and a mini Hula, Bad Girl Bang mascara and a Benetint. No for me. Then another set with a Bad Girl Bang in the big size, a mini professional and the big Pom Pom blush. No. Then we have a more like cleansing set that has primer, toner, deep retreat, the clean up and the smooth sip. I mean, the names are good, But big no for me again. Then a brow set. Yeah, brow wax, Gimme Brow, and the Precisely My Brow Pencil. No. And of course, the yearly advent calendar. This time with 24 boxes. Usually it was only 12, but 12 full sizes, I think. This time it looks like there is a lot of minis going on, which I actually don't mind, but just no. By the way, talking about the face palette, there's one with the Honey Twinkle highlighter. Do you remember when they announced this? There was a Honey Twinkle and then there was a lavender one. I wanted to have the lavender one, but it never launched. Do you know where this is? Do you even remember? Like, I put a picture up here. But, I mean, they're good value usually. And I used to have one of the face palettes that came in a tin packaging and looked like a little house. That was my treasure in 2016. I think that was the year when it came out. But I'm not a fan of Benefit powder products. I'm just not a fan of Benefit products at all, to be honest. Besides the Bad Girl Bang, and my current love that I found is actually the FanFest mascara, but their complexion products never worked for me. So Nabla Cosmetics is coming out, or did come out, with new duos. Are these Cupid's Arrow? No. What are these? Are these blushes? The Two Reasons lightweight cream what? I think the Two Reasons palettes are blushes. One is cream and the other one is powder, or both are creams. I don't know. They also have quads that look like they have multi-chromes now. I never tried Nabla shadows, but no, that's a lie. I tried one of the glitter palettes because it was like advertised, oh, this is suppressed glitter, but with a binding component to it. So I thought it might be a bit like the Slayfire or the Lemonhead LA glitter gels, but it was nothing like that. It was a dry, crusty, flaky mess. So I know that a lot of people like the Nabla shadows. It's a no for me. What I actually like are the Cupid's Arrows. I do have 3 of last year's winter edition. That was a gray, a cool brown, and a light blue. Absolutely stunning. And that one shade, the darker one, looks really nice. What's the shade name? I think it's Pop Mauve. That looks actually good. So if they bring out a winter set this year, maybe with some, I don't know, lilacs or like white snowflake inspired Northern Lights thing, I would buy them. But this collection, it's a no for me overall. Then we have Armani. They have the Luminous Silk Glow Highlighter now. No, just instant no, because the shade is way too dark for me. It would not work. And also Armani products, like I used to have their A1 highlighter. Yeah, the highlighter was it. I had 2 shades, the 10 and the 11. And I actually used up 2 of these and repurchased 2 of these. And both went rancid after 4 weeks. So Armani is a no money for me. I bought one. I bought the owl packaging with the jellyfish insert. So if you're not aware of the fact, and with the Hourglass palettes this year, we have 3 palettes. We have jellyfish, leopard, and snake. And the owl compact that we saw in last week's video, this is really just a design compact. This is exclusive to the Hourglass website, so you will not have this at your Ulta or in Germany. These were released on Douglas and I think Bräuninger too. But you will not get the owl package in the retailers. You will only get the owl package when you order directly from the Hourglass website. So that's why I chose the owl with the jellyfish insert. By the way, the worst deal you get with the leopard palette, because it's only 1 new shade. I'm sorry, but that's not acceptable. You charge us nearly €100 for these fucking palettes and then you give us only 1 shade in leopard. Sorry, but I think in every single one there should be at least 3 new shades. The snake one is the darkest. Yeah, it is the darkest version, and this has actually 5 new shades, so that's a good deal. And jellyfish has 3 new shades, which is fine to me. The next thing is not like really something. First of all, I don't know the brand, but I just wanted to talk about something. This is a cooperation or like a collab between Mad Beauty and Warner Brothers about Gremlins. If you grew up in the 90s. You know what Gremlins are. But the comments, like guys, the comments, like who asked for this? And everybody like, yeah, everybody born in the 90s asked for this. I think this is a hilarious collab. Nothing I would buy. I mean, the eyeshadow palette looks really not good, but the sleep mask, the shower cap, the sheet mask, it is hilarious. But this is just something for the lovers, you know, the lovers of collector's items, and nothing you will probably use for real, but you buy this because it's cute and you want to collect this. And it is like activating memories. We have a new release from Lisa Aldrich. It's the, what's it called? The Seamless Glide Eye Pencil. It comes in 6 shades: Renaissance Gold, Night Forest, Cinder Smoke, Black Trickle, Ground Coffee, and Burnt Umber. I skipped that. I was truly rooting that she's finally bringing out her pinpoint concealer, but apparently she didn't. So we get those Kajal-like pencils. I haven't seen a review yet because they literally came out yesterday when I filmed this. And I also will not watch reviews because Kohl Kajal pencils is something that I use like a lot of the times. I do have quite a lot of them here, but it's just not a release where I'm like, oh my god, I'm not losing the shit. It's fine to me, and I think €29 for one pencil, that's a really bold price. So skip for me, and you should skip that too. You do have a lot of pencils, don't you? Be real. Be honest with me and with yourself. So I don't know what this brand is. CXC Beauty. Never heard about them. Probably not available in Germany at all, but I just wanted to mention, like, this palette, delicious. Maybe not the big one, so they do have a 21 pan palette, but they have also splitted that up in 2 different 9 pans that are basically, this is one side of the palette and then the other side of the palette, and besides the middle row, they left that out. But the darker version, like with the black, oh, that looks so good. The packaging looks so good. I really like this. And I also like it that they offer you different versions. Like you have the option to buy the big one, but if you're not a fan of big palettes, you can buy a 9 pan selection out of this. This is the same thing that Beauty Bay does. They always have a 42, a 16, and a 9 pan version of their like bigger palettes that are in their permanent collection, with the like Retro Love or the, what's the other one called? The dark one, Dark Fantasy. These are limited edition palettes. They don't have a big version or a smaller version, but the permanent ones do. And I like that. I got a comment on the Tarte Man Eater Nightfall, I think it was a swatch video, where somebody's saying like, yeah, I love the color story, but the palette is overwhelming me. I wish more brands would do this. Of course, it's probably not possible to do this with every single palette, but maybe try it out. Maybe you see that people really like this. And I agree, for example, with the Nightfall palette, that could easily have been a 16 pan palette. Does not have to be for 24 pan. Again, I don't know the brand, but I just wanted to mention that, first of all, I love this, that you have different options, and I really like the color stories. Is it new? Definitely not. It's kind of boring, and boring plus big boring, but it's fall, and the packaging, the image, fucking awesome. Can we stop releasing foundations, please? Because I have so many fucking foundations over here. I just can't. I cannot even store them anymore. But Estee Lauder is coming out with the Futurist Skin Tint Serum. It looks awesome. Oh, fuck me. Light coverage silky serum foundation with the visible beauty benefits of a sheer tinted skin tone perfector for a glowy finish. Launching October 1st. Should I? Do I? I mean, skin tint is all the trend right now. I think it's clever to release a skin tint. I love the dropper style. I love the bottle. I mean, it looks so fucking good. You know what? We wait. I will watch reviews on this. It will probably not launch the same date as it does in the States. So I wait. I will declutter some other foundations that I have. I will test the 2 news that are sitting back here. I don't want to tell you yet. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, but I don't want to tell you yet because I'm a bit ashamed. skip next topic. But I will wait for reviews, and if my trusted foundation reviewers Charlotte Holcroft and Tanya B. Wells do try this and do approve this, I think about it, because I do have the Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation, and that is so good. I love it. I really do. And the shade 0N1 is my shade. It is a really good match. Not sure if this is really all the shades, because it seems like this is not the full Estee Lauder range. But with a skin tint, you know, I can see past that, because a skin tint is sheer. You can blend that in. You can make it work with bronzer or whatever, or lighter powder, and this is definitely a wait for review product for me. Huda Beauty just posted a sneak peek of their release. Big reveal coming tomorrow, so that means when I film this, it's September 8th, and it has not been revealed yet. So I think somewhere today this will be revealed. My guess is either a pink pressed powder, because their cherry blossom cake is still a best-selling product and it's constantly sold out, or they will finally reveal the Pretty Grunge palette. I will add a screen after that with the reveal and some written comments, so we will see if I was right or not, and I will just put some quick thoughts on this, and we will talk about this in depth in next week's video. Okay, Fenty Beauty did it again. So they bring back the Cherry Stamp Champ Stamp Fantasy Lip Gloss shade in the Universal Lip Luminizer. I am a bit confused. I feel like Fenty Beauty is doing this now. They bring every single makeup product or gloss shade in specific now that was limited edition a few years ago, now in the permanent line. We talked about the chocolate one, Chocolate Fantasy, I think. That was also part of a limited edition set, and now it's in the permanent line. I hate when brands do this. Either do limited edition and then just stick with your word, or just say it loud and clear. Say this is for now limited edition, but we think of bringing this into the permanent line. What is going on? You are feeding the FOMO of people by doing this. And now everybody is just literally kicking their asses, because maybe this was a very, very popular shade back in 2021 when this was in the limited edition set. And now they're like, okay, now we have it back, but I don't want it anymore. Or people are like, why the fuck did I bought 2 of these 2 years ago? Because they just got FOMO that their new favorite shade gets discontinued now. I don't like when brands do that. This is exciting. The Sephora Favorites Advent Calendar is announced. And I'm not sure, again, where has Trendmood their infos from? Because it says, available now in Europe. Europe is big, girl. Europe is not a country. Europe is a continent. Separate countries in a collab. Let's say it's a political collab. Which Europe do you mean? I am confused. But we have a peek in what is in the palette, and I am a bit confused that we have apparently 2 eyeshadow palettes this time. An ABH Glam To Go Mini Eyeshadow Palette, and we have a Natasha Denona the Zendo, but this is the baby Zendo. If you don't know, Natasha Denona has actually different sizes. We have the biggest one that are 200 something bucks, but I think she does not do these anymore. Then we have the midi ones, her usual 15 pan palettes, then the mini, which has 5, and then she has the baby that has only 3 pans. And we had different babies throughout the years. A baby retro. I had a baby glam palette in my Sephora Advent Calendar in 2020, I think. And there's also the baby gold that was last year's special edition, but this time it's baby Zendo. I also see a Sephora mascara, the size up, that's actually quite good. Laneige mask, a candle, a few Patchology patches. The Huda one coat, well, oh, it's a one coat no for me. Perfume samples, lino lips. I see Jisoo stuff. You know what? If this is the calendar that will also launch in Germany, which is I mean, the chances are high because all of these brands are also sold at Sephora Germany. I will not get this. First of all, the ABH palette is nothing I would buy, so it's nothing I look forward to. The baby palettes from Natasha Denona, I always declutter. This might be a good value because usually the Sephora calendar retails around 130, 140 euro. Is there a price here? No, isn't. And the value is much higher, like over 200, so that's good. But I don't see myself using half of these products. And nail polish, I hate. Why do you put in nail polishes? So we talked about the Ensley Rain Harvest Moon palette last week. She revealed basically the like empty palette, and now we have a black and white photo. So we have again 2 rows of shimmer and multi-chromes apparently, and 1 row of matte. I had a discussion about Ensley Rain with a friend last week because her new palettes, the Strawberry Moon and the Flower Moon, are launching or did launch yesterday on Monolith Shop, and she was thinking about getting one, and we talked about that, and I said, you know what, don't do this. I think Ensley Rain has a fantastic quality. I do like the quality a lot, but it's so overpriced. The palettes retail here in Germany for around 100 euro. Don't get me wrong, 100 euro for 21 shades is a good price. Yes, definitely. I like the artwork, it looks really good, but I think I can totally skip that because it's just not worth the money, to be honest. Invest your money in something else because, for example, Adept Cosmetics has a similar price range for less product or like less pans in their palettes, but the quality is so... It is not only different from Ensley Rain, it is better than Ensley Rain. If you want to have something to compare it to, the Ensley Rain multi-chrome formula is a lot like Glam Shop. You know, the Glam Shop multi-chromes, they are very intense, very, very opaque, but they have this like liquid metal that has dried down formula. It's gritty a bit. You can feel the texture, but it applies nice and smooth. It is not worth the money in my opinion. All right, so how do you feel about those releases? Is there anything you want to have? Is there anything as me that you already maybe bought? Or maybe you already have it because I'm still waiting and I'm very impatient. But you know the deal. Check out the info box for more links. Check out the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should now click it because we do have a lot of fun stuff coming on. For example, I do have now a beginner series every Wednesday. We do have a brand review series every Friday, and as I announced this week, we're talking about Lisa Aldrich. So if you like those kind of videos, stay here and I will see you in the next one.